more migrants than they have work for. Sky's Communities correspondent Becky Johnson's heard from one family who moved to the UK on the promise of work, who fear their visas will soon be invalid.
Yes.
Mohammed and his family came to Brighton from Pakistan last year after he was promised a job as a carer. But their futures here are under threat. The company he came to work for has had its licence to sponsor foreign workers revoked by the Home Office. It means if they stay, Mohammed, his wife and children will be in Britain illegally.
They were having the dream that, okay, we will move to the UK, we will have great education. Now they are worried that, Baba, what we will do? Always we will be going here, there, and now we don't have any way.
He paid more than £19,000 to an agent and then received visa documents and a job offer from Renaissance personnel. But when he arrived, Renaissance had no care work for him.
So please come to second floor.
With no income, he begged for an admin job in the office, but hasn't been paid for months. And he's not alone. He says dozens of worried foreign workers joined a Zoom call hosted by company boss Dennis Mawadzi, who explained the loss of sponsorship license. Many, like Fajar, are getting desperate. Renaissance has barely given him any shifts since he arrived over a year ago, despite promising him full-time work.
I only worked for a few days, like 3-4 days in last June, and after that I have not got any work.
It means he hasn't been able to pay his parents back the £20,000 they were illegally charged for his visa.
Home Office sent us, ask us to leave the country, then we have to leave the country, and everything we pay will be demolished.
Time's running out for you. You have to find another sponsor, leave the country, or you remain here illegally.
If we don't find some new sponsor, it will be a very, very too much big problem.
You'll be here illegally?
Yeah, illegally.
Renaissance has been accused of recruiting over 100 foreign staff without enough work to offer them. Mohammed says the company has already lost contact with many people it sponsored to come here.
They have disappeared.
Into the UK?
In the UK.
And what are they doing?
They may be doing cash jobs, or maybe they are involved some other activities.
This worker, who we're calling Anabia, says she and her husband intend to stay no matter what, and haven't told her husband's employer that his visa as her dependent may no longer be valid. You'd rather stay here illegally than go back to Pakistan?
Yeah. I don't think we will be able to go back to the Pakistan, because there isn't anything in Pakistan for us. We have sold our house, we sold our furniture, everything. We have given everything for coming here. So we will do everything to survive here.
Brighton and Hove Council had been paying Renaissance to provide carers for people in their homes. A spokesperson told us they had 6 clients placed with Renaissance, have paused new referrals and are reviewing any potential risks. The carers that are getting work are looking after some of the most vulnerable people in society. Are vulnerable people being put at risk, do you think?
Yeah, definitely. They are not trained. We don't have those equipment where you can check the manual handling training, etc. Okay, we don't have any fire safety training.
Dennis Mawadzi's lawyers say they'll be challenging the decision to revoke the sponsorship licence, adding, "Our client denies all allegations and refutes the claim that they've hired more foreign staff than they had hours to allocate. They say all staff will be fully paid," adding, "We understand the concern raised regarding allegations that staff members paid agents for certificates of sponsorship through Renaissance. Upon becoming aware of such incidents, Renaissance promptly involves relevant authorities. They say we provide comprehensive safety and sensitivity training and add that the allegation of losing contact with our workers is not true. There are serious questions for the Home Office too. Why it allowed Renaissance to bring over so many migrants and realising what's happening.
Was issuing the sponsorship to the companies, on which grounds they have issued such a huge amount when they were not having clients.
Under the previous government, the Home Office refused to comment. The new government told us they're working hard to support care workers into alternative jobs when their sponsor has had their licence removed. As things stand though, more than 100 people in Brighton and Hove will be here illegally. potentially disappearing into an underground economy. And with many more agencies under investigation, the new Home Secretary will have to decide how to deal with migrant workers caught up in a care visa crackdown. Becky Johnson, Sky News, Brighton.